Hi, and welcome back. Are you busy planning your summer vacation? Then stay tuned. This week, we're going to show you a couple of our favorite vacation hotspots, like California's Central Coast for the best in ecotourism. And for you serious adventure seekers, a paragliding trip into the Swiss Alps.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
And terrifying.
Yes, and a blast.
Yes.
And you screamed a lot.
Lots of screaming the entire way down. But it was a beautiful view.
It was.
Then we're going to show you the perfect shoes for traveling from a top ethical shoemaker in the U.S.
And if you're looking to finish off summer barbecue season on a healthy note, we're going to give you the rundown on some of the tastiest vegan meats.
Vegan meats? Say what?
Say yes.
All right.
Coming
Yes.
up on Conscious Living.
I say yes. One of the things we love about eco-travel is hopping in a hybrid and hitting the road. Just a 4-hour drive from Los Angeles, past some of the most beautiful stretches of California Highway 101, and plenty of sightseeing, lies the quaint town of Cambria in San Luis Obispo County. Our first stop, the eco-friendly El Colibri Hotel.
Cambria is really about being in nature, doing your walks, going in the water, looking at the sunsets. All the rooms have beautiful tiled and rock fireplaces. We wanted to be all organic in terms of actual material, and that brings in where the Moonstone Beach comes in. So we wanted to create the connection with the earth, and that would be through rocks. So that's why a lot of our surfaces are hard surfaces, more natural stones, travertines, and then beautiful tile pieces. This area also offers tremendous amount of wineries, and so we thought, okay, a glass of wine would be nice in the evening. And we wanted people to gather and experience things together, and not just by themselves, but with other guests as well. This town is really unusual. That shows up in our downtown, and you can see it, where you have this beautiful, gorgeous gallery, very sophisticated, very elegant art. Then next to it, you'll have this gallery that's very eclectic and, you know, kind of like old hippie style. And the people are like that too. So I really think that that's what Cambria offers, is the arts, the galleries, food. We have some fabulous restaurants, and a lot of the people really care about nature here. I mean, they're very environmentally conscious.
One of the tastiest ways Cambria and the county of San Luis Obispo celebrate the environment is through their commitment to supporting local farmers. With daily farmers markets bustling up and down the coast, the county has become a destination for foodies seeking a taste of the terroir that makes this area so special.
It's fun to be serving the soup next to the vegetables that are in the soup. Yeah.
For a quintessential taste of Cambria, head straight to Robin's, a sustainable restaurant that's been showcasing the best of Central Coast produce for over 30 years, including over 25 different local growers. Like Paul McKinney, Robin's first chef, who's made the transition to full-time farmer.
I have these veggies that aren't perfect.
Right.
And it's like, if I got this at the restaurant, I would send it back.
Right.
But I need to learn that people accept that.
Paul McKinney was actually the first chef here, so it kind of plays back into the whole entire, culture of what Robin's is. Very family-oriented, very rustic. Everything about this restaurant is very much so built into the whole entire concept. This is a big family, it's a big community, and it's about giving something back. We're gonna do a vegetable tagine dish, so we're gonna basically play, we're gonna go Moroccan on it. We're gonna use some of his Mizuna tonight. I just got, actually in about an hour ago, his Japanese eggplants. And then he's just dropped off actually some blue and purple blue lake beans as well, which I'm going to throw on the plate as well. So it'll be fun. So it doesn't get fresher than that. And then this is actually the Paul's Mizuna right here. That,
This is the Mizuna.
Yep.
Can I try a little?
Absolutely. This is about as fresh as you're going to get it out of the field. So. Mizuna is very, very similar to arugula.
It is, and a little peppery.
Yeah, the difference between a European green and an Asian green is European greens are peppery. Asian greens are more mustardy. Very, very similar. I prefer Mizuna over arugula. I just like the flavor profile a little bit better. I think it's a little bit more delicate than arugula.
Oh man, this looks awesome.
Yeah, the whole dish eats, by itself. Everything's seasoned. Everything encompasses, like
Wow.
put together. So
Those flavors are so nice. I love those greens too. I love it. You just keep doing what you're doing, brother.
awesome, thank you.
All right, let's go eat.
Coming up, eco-friendly shoes you can wear 1,000 different ways, just perfect for travel. Then it's liftoff on a paragliding trip through the Swiss Alps. Stay with us. If you're like me, you're always on the lookout for the perfect pair of shoes to go with every outfit. Mohop shoes, handmade from sustainably harvested wood, do just that. I visited designer Annie Mahope in her Chicago atelier to see firsthand how the shoes are made. What was the inspiration behind you creating these very innovative shoes?
Well, I was an architect and spending a lot of time at the computer, and I just really felt the need to work with my hands. So one day I just decided I'd try and make shoes. It ended up being an extraordinary amount of work. I was working in my basement at the time, like every day after work, like a mad scientist, trying, different shapes and bending wood and cutting it out. And eventually I did come across working shoes, so that was kind of the inspiration. I started selling them at street fairs, and I decided to myself, well, if they sell well at street fairs, then I will start a business of it. And as soon as I set them out, there was a line out the door, and I was like, woohoo! Yeah, I have a business.
It's a winner.
This was my original style. It's based on actually the idea of a skateboard, which is made out of bent plywood. My husband and I just thought it would be fun to make skateboards, and that was kind of my first experience with working with woodworking tools myself. So we just made skateboards and kind of tooled around San Francisco with them. And so when I thought about making shoes, the first thing that came to my mind was a skateboard, because it's made out of plywood, and I thought, well, plywood is a great material to use. It's easy, it provides a lot of shock absorption as you walk, so that was just what I started doing. Plus, luckily, when I started making the shoes, my husband's and my house was under construction, so we had a little wood shop in the basement.
Oh, perfect.
So, yeah. So I was just like, well, I'll just play around with the tools and stuff. So it was fun. It was a lot of work, but I really enjoyed coming up with it. And also was kind of inspired by Charles and Ray Eames, who did a lot of work, they're architects, did a lot of work with bent plywood in the 50s. So I was just really intrigued by kind of the shapes that could be made with wood. And so I bent the wood and attached a heel, and the story behind these loops is, to be honest, when I started making shoes, I had no background in shoemaking at all, and I was like, well, how can I make the uppers without having real shoemaking equipment? And so I was trying to think of a way that the customers maybe could make the shoes themselves and design them. And once I started that, I was like, wow, this works great. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's great for travel because you can, bring one pair of shoes with, they're really lightweight, and then just change out the ribbons, get your shoes every day. And I found that the wood was really comfortable, especially with this rubber on the bottom. This is recycled rubber from tires.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but it's 100% recycled.
That's beautiful. Great. And I'm sure it's comfortable. If it's good enough for tires, I'm sure it's good enough to walk around in your shoes. Yeah.
And the wood on these shoes is actually finished birch. It's made all of finished birch plywood is actually raised on family farms in Finland. So it's very eco-friendly, very sustainable. And then the top has different kinds of veneers, and sometimes I put padding on them, kind of depending on the style.
You said bent plywood?
Yeah. So I bend the plywood on these.
Interesting.
And then cut them out.
How do you bend plywood?
Well, it's actually kind of a simple process. It requires different layers of wood, which I glue together and stick in the mold. And I can demonstrate that for you, actually.
Cool, I'd love to see it.
First, Annie had to show me her extensive collection of power tools.
Woohoo! I love new tools.
Then it was time to make some shoes. She laid out her eco-friendly materials.
So this is the plywood.
This is the plywood, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it's 1/8" birch. And I glue all the parts together and stick it in my mold. The cross grain makes them really strong.
Sturdy,
Yeah. That's why skateboards, you see, kids really pounding on them.
Yeah.
So, and that's because you have all this kind of interwoven wood, which keeps them really strong. So, and that was kind of the principle I used behind the shoes, which keeps these really delicate. So I take all these, take all the wood and put it in the molds.
Okay.
I clamp down the molds overnight. Oh, these are heavy. This gives me a workout.
Okay.
And then you just pull it out of the mold, peel off the paper. It just glues into place overnight.
Wow. So
Yeah.
there's a shoe in there somewhere, right?
Exactly. Once I get it out of the mold, I have this sheet that I can fit 3 pairs of shoes across. And I determine, basically I usually make these to order, so whatever my order is for, we have an 8 high here. I place it on the sheet, and I know exactly, through experience, where on the sheet is the most comfortable, because you want the ball of the foot location to be comfortable and where the heel is. So we have our pattern, and then it's ready to cut out.
Then she smooths down the edges with a little sanding.
Stand away.
It's starting to look like a shoe. Wow, I can't believe it. It's like so perfect. And it's so strong.
Yeah, it's definitely strong. It's going to support
cement.
everyone's weight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have all sorts of different types of people wearing the shoes, so it's really important that these are sturdy and last forever, actually. This is something that I want people to be able to wear for years and years.
Wow, with this kind of strength, I think they'll be able to.
Okay, and then we just dust it off, put some sealer on it, environmentally friendly, of course, attach a heel and little side loops, and then we have the shoe.
If all shoes were made like this,
Yeah.
you'd never have to buy another pair of shoes. Because they'd never fall apart. You know?
Yeah, they should hold up forever. And I have done plenty of running for the train in these.
Really?
Like these, yeah.
In these?
Yeah, oh yeah, these are great running shoes.
Annie's other line of shoes, the Wedge Platform Sandal, is also a bestseller.
This is made out of walnut, sustainably sourced from actually managed forests in Potter County, Pennsylvania. It's another family-run business, and basically I order the wood and they go out in the woods and chop down a tree, but it's all, more trees are actually planted than are cut down, so it's very sustainable. This is actually not real suede. It's a very high-end faux suede that's made out of nylon, made in the US. It's like this crazy space-age fabric, so it wears really well. It actually wears better than real suede or real leather.
Great.
So,
and no animals have to be harmed.
no animals at all. There's no animals, no animal matter in the glue or anything, so they're totally vegan. These are the newest shoes. These are made out of maple with something blue, and so this is a great bridal shoe. As soon as I put it on my website, I already had many inquiries from brides like
Because they're probably comfortable when you're walking down the aisle or whatever,
They are.
But they're high, so you've got the height that you want.
Yeah,
so.
they're 4 inches high.
Wow.
But there's a platform base, so they're really more like 3 inches. And then they have arch support and padding, so they're really comfortable.
Wow.
Annie's shoemaking process for the wedge sandals is similar to the bent ply. She starts with a block of wood, draws the shape, and cuts and sands to perfection.
It's so rewarding to just kind of design something and then make it.
Right.
You know, I feel kind of bad for a lot of shoe designers who design something and then they, you know, send sketches to Italy and then it's 3 months before they see, you know, the sample back. Right. So for me, I love that, you know, immediate gratification of, you know, having my own shop.
From design to your foot.
Yeah, exactly. It is really fun to just kind of experiment and see what happens and just draw a sketch and cut things out, and sometimes it turns out differently and sometimes it's like a great surprise, like, oh, I didn't even realize that would happen. So sometimes the surprise is fun, more often it's not, but you know, it gives me another idea. It's all part of the kind of invention process. So.
And the invention process continues when it's time to try them on.
The basic way to lace them up is just like a tennis shoe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just back and forth. However you'd like to wear them, there's a bunch of loops, so like every loop gives you a different permutation and way to wear it. And you want to tighten them from the toes back. And as long as your toes are in there securely, all is good.
Okay. This gives me incentive to want to go polish my toes now.
What I did with these, you can see that the toe goes up a little bit, so that kind of redistributes your weight a little back.
Right, so you're kind of sitting,
Yeah.
you feel like you're flat versus heading down.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So you have a lot more of your weight evenly distributed on your heel, but there's also support down the whole length of your foot. So you're getting support in your midfoot, on the ball of your foot, everywhere.
Oh, they're so comfortable. Yeah, I definitely feel like my entire foot is supported.
And best of all, each set of shoes comes with 5 free pairs of ribbon and a guide on dozens of different ways to tie them. So it's true what they say. With Mohop, you can wear a new pair of shoes every day.
Nestled in the white-capped mountains of the Swiss Alps lies the quaint town of Interlaken. The town takes its name for its geographical position between 2 lakes. One of the oldest resort towns in Switzerland, tourists have been coming to Interlaken for centuries to enjoy the crisp mountain air, beautiful vistas, and unique culture. But recently, it's taken on a reputation for being the adventure sports capital of Europe. And when in Interlaken, one of the most popular things to do is paragliding. It's also a great way to get a bird's eye view of the city. So we signed up for a tour and the adventure of a lifetime.
Go.
He asks, ready? If you say yes, yes. 3, 2, 1, go. Taglio, 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 taglio.
Here we go.
Peace, love, and happiness.
That was amazing. I couldn't stop screaming, but it was awesome.
That was intense. You know, there's never been a better time to be vegan. It seems like everybody's doing it these days. But if you're just one of those people that craves the taste, texture, and flavor of meat, you're in luck.
You know, it seems like each month there's a brand new product made from faux meat, like faux vegan meat, which is so bizarre. But the good news is it means the days of rubbery tofu are long gone. I think, I hope.
Faux show. So today we'll give you the 101 on the best fake meats you can buy, or at least some of my favorites. And my discriminating taste tester here is going to tell you which ones pass the mustard for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Is it pass the mustard or mustard?
Literally pass the mustard. If it's good, I'll let you know.
All right, all right. So I stopped by my favorite store and the best resource for all things healthy, organic, vegan, Mom's Organic Market. And I think I'm going to wow you, dear.
We'll see.
All right. Well, how about breakfast? So when we think breakfast, we think sausage, bacon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay.
Maybe eggs.
Okay, maybe eggs. So we have two things here. We have a sausage and a bacon. Go ahead and dive into that. Our sausage is from Field Roast. I personally like it. It's a maple bacon, and a maple apple.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
It's good. The texture is really meat-like, and the seasonings. It's really spicy and savory. I like it.
Okay.
Yes, it's good.
Check. Nice. Mm-hmm. And then we have this this bacon that I just saw on the market maybe a few months ago, maybe a year ago. Mm-hmm. It's called Sweet Earth. It's benevolent bacon, hickory and sage. Give it a shot. See if you like it. And I'll take a sample here.
So what's this made of? What's in that? What's the meat?
I don't know. I know it's not gluten-free, which I don't love, but it's really good.
One step at a time, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Vegan first, gluten-free later. Okay, so the bacon.
Yes.
All right.
And we know it's not made of dead animals. We know that. Or their intestines or various other parts.
I like the crisp.
Texture's key, right?
Mm-hmm. Taste isn't a lot like bacon, but I think this could be great like on a BLT.
Right, that's what I was
Like as
thinking.
a layered where it's not just about eating bacon.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much for breakfast if you're looking for like that bacony flavor. But for those that maybe haven't had bacon in a long time like me, I could work with this.
You could? Excellent. All right.
Crunchy.
And then, of course, we have my favorite gluten-free toast from Sammy's. If you're feeling peckish.
I'll have a bite with vegan butter, of course.
Of course, Earth Balance vegan bugger.
It's not a meat, but you know, toast and breakfast go together.
Close enough. Okay. So now we're going to move on to lunch. And so I'm excited about the lunch category. I think we have a lot of different things. This jackfruit company has a great jackfruit-based, I don't even know what a jackfruit is. Never heard of it.
A fruit, I'm guessing.
That's a good guess.
Yeah,
You
jack
are
type of fruit.
an Ivy League trained attorney, aren't you, dear? So smart. So anyway, they have something that would be real good if you were going to do like a maybe like a pulled pork sandwich. That would be delicious, and it's jackfruit. So it's gluten-free. It's vegan, obviously. And then of course we have our old standbys tofurkey for bologna. And then this I'm really excited about. I think this was voted the best burger. We got one grilling right here. In case you can smell that.
And what's that you got on it? Looks like there's cheese.
This is my favorite cheese, chow cheese. And we're going to just go ahead and give this a shot. Okay.
Oh, whoa, that's pretty stacked.
So I think this got like best burger, and even though it was like included meat burgers in the burger category. I can't remember where I read it, but let's give it a shot and see.
Okay. So what's this one made out of?
So this
it's not
one,
meat. We know that much.
We
right?
know that much. I think this one is pea protein. So so again, gluten-free, which I love, and it's pea protein. What else does it have? This is Beyond Meat, and they've got a lot of like big-time backers, and they're really trying to transform food. And I personally think they have the best faux meats on the market.
Yeah, it's pea protein isolate. Yep.
See, look at that.
Plenty of protein, not a lot of calories. Let's give it a taste.
Okay, dear. This is your half.
On your favorite bread, I know.
On my favorite Sammy's.
This is big.
Gluten-free
I can
bread.
Fit this one in. Whoops.
Okay. Just try a baby bite.
Ooh, it's hot. Ooh. Nice texture. Grilling it up. I mean, it's like basically, as long as you prepare it the same way you do a regular burger, it tastes just like a regular burger. I mean, the fixings make a difference, but the texture is the same. You've got the crisp, you've got a little bit of chew to it. I like it.
That's dynamite. I really like the smoky flavor to it. It's got an excellent texture. That's awesome. And then we're going to move on to dinner, dear.
Moving right along.
So dinner, I have a couple things that I pulled here. We have, of course, our classic tofurkey we used to make, as you remember.
I used to make. And then you took over the cooking because you were better at it than I.
Yeah, but that was when we were making real
meat. Yeah, sausage
real
and
meat.
onions. That was like my one master dish. But our favorite sausage. This is we love
Italian
that.
sausage. So this is great grilled up. You can't put stuff like this in the microwave. Just know that you can't put stuff like this in the microwave. It's not gonna go well. You got to grill it or saute it or something. But that sliced up is awesome.
Yeah, it tastes just like a spicy seasoned Italian sausage, and the texture unbelievable. Definitely the best.
Yeah, and then of course, Beyond Meat now has a Southwest chicken, which I love, which is what we have here.
Yeah.
We have a little Southwest chicken salad that I'd like you to try. Just some arugula and some of the Southwest chicken that I just grilled up on the grill a few moments ago.
Okay.
And then of course we have I really like these Hodo soy Thai curry tofu nuggets. So they're a little bit different than regular tofu. Much different flavor, definitely infused with flavor, and also the mouthfeel is really, it's a lot like cheese or what you might get at a Thai restaurant. They have a couple different flavors that are excellent. I really like what they're doing, Hodo soy.
It cut a lot like chicken. I mean, I had to really cut it.
Right, you do.
Wow, it's really good. The arugula, you know I love, but it chews just like chicken. It chews just like a tender broiled chicken that's been sliced. You even see the burn marks. I mean, it's good. I mean, you're not going to be able to tell that it's not chicken.
Right.
There's no way.
Right. And that's the whole, thing about being a vegan right now. Now remember, you only need 10% of your diet to be protein. That's what the RDA says. Recommended daily allowance, 10% of your protein. If you're eating a meat diet, you're getting 40-50% of protein, and the science shows that you eat more than 10% protein, you're actually gonna run into some issues.
Yeah.
It promotes cancer, it promotes all kinds of diseases, heart disease, osteoporosis,
Inflammation, breast cancer. It goes on and on.
Right.
I mean, why would you eat chicken if you can have that?
Right. I don't know.
It tastes really good.
Right.
And what I love about it, it's made of pea protein, so no gluten. So it's getting better.
No gluten, pea protein, that's what I'm talking about. So?
I say yes.
I say yes too.
Yes. I had a few favorites, but it's a good start.
That's all for this week. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching.
And you, dear. I want some more of that burger.
Yeah. I want more of the sausage.